Hey everyone, this is Lakshmi
And this is Sri Lakshmi,
and we are the Lakshmi sisters. Hi, we're back again with another episode of the
Lakshmi
Lakshmi sisters.
Sisters.
Today we're going to be talking about FOCG, FOG. What the F is that?
Well, FOCG or fully on chain gaming is a super cool narrative that's picking up in the Web3 space. This essentially means that building an entire end to end game on chain. That would mean that the state of the game, the logic of the game, and everything else related to it, except the user interface, resides on the blockchain. Very exciting times ahead.
But I don't understand, why do we need games on chain? I've been playing games, I don't know, all my life, and they work very well in the Web2 ecosystem, which is ideally the normal gaming, right? So why do we even need on chain gaming?
That's a great question. And actually, everyone in the space is really trying to navigate the answers to this. I don't think there's like one answer to the why of it. However, we don't have to look at on-chain games as of now as amazing like experiences that you could go and have on-chain, but instead we should look at on-chain games as a technology that's bringing more breakthrough innovation in the Web3 space. Any cool thing that you see, like smart account wallets, session keys, or lowering the gas fees using L2s, a lot of these are being built very rapidly to support building on-chain games. So it's literally driving the next set of cool things in the Web3 space.
I also heard that Vitalik actually started Ethereum because of some issue that he faced while playing Warcraft.
That's exactly what I was going to tell you because this is one of my most like fun and interesting facts when it comes to gaming. So there's a popular game called World of Warcraft, and Vitalik Buterin, the co-creator of Ethereum, he used to play that game a lot, and one of his characters was weakened by the developers of that game. This led him to sort of go into the rabbit hole of how centralized ecosystems or centralized players can make changes to a user's data without the users having control over that data. And that kind of led him to, co-create Ethereum, which is decentralized and has all of those ethos. So it's a super fun way for gaming to already have had some roots in Web3, not directly, I would say, but indirectly in a way.
Trust me, I really want to believe you and get started with on-chain gaming. But I've seen so many like these videos that are like circling around in the social media where they talk about the horrible user experience. I don't want to be signing a transaction for every action that I'm doing. Like, I don't want to be paying money for every move in a game, right?
Yeah, I understand the viral video that you're talking about, which has been on social media for a while. This is the problem with Web3, right? That the user experience, as you mentioned, is not that great, and that is in because of which the on-chain gaming experience is also not super great, not as seamless as Web2 games that we play. However, these problems are being constantly solved as they are coming up in the ecosystem. For example, for this particular problem that you have to sign a transaction for every action, there is a concept called session keys that can be enabled by smart account wallets, which is also another popular narrative. And you don't have to sign a transaction if you have a session key throughout the duration of that session. So a lot of interesting, cool solutions like this are coming up for problems.
But what about interchain interoperability? Let's say I have a MetaMask and you're logging in from your Solana wallet. How are we going to interact? Do we all have to be in the same chain all the time? Then again, aren't we just like pushing one chain to go forward?
Yeah, so this is a great question, and this kind of cross-chain interaction or interoperability has been under works for a really long time, and gaming definitely needs this. Like, people don't want to also know which chain they are getting onboarded to, right? You just want to log into the game and start having a good, player experience. So there is a narrative called chain abstraction, which is largely focused on how you can abstract the chain information away from the users so they can just focus on interacting with the application and having a good time with it. And I'm hoping that this narrative also is coming up. So there's going to be a lot of research involved in this. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Okay, so you've spoken so much about on-chain gaming, right? So have you played any games, and can you maybe recommend some on-chain game for our viewers?
Yeah, for sure. I've been playing a bunch of completely fully on-chain games for the last couple of days, just to prepare for this talk, but also just to know how the experience is. Um, I work with the Starknet Foundation, and Starknet has a big gaming narrative. So we have a lot of really cool stuff from the tech perspective, like Dojo, which is an end-to-end sort of tooling for you to come and build games, for any game developer to come and build games on blockchain. And some of the games that have been built with Dojo are like Force Prime. It has a really super cool experience of like getting powers and then trying to invest those powers in fighting enemies and going ahead with different levels. And then you remember we used to play this board game called
Oh
Carcassonne,
my God.
which you
Yeah.
never used to like, but it is actually a tile building game. And we have another game called Paved, which is trying to sort of bring Carcassonne on chain. It's super interesting. And I also love this really big strategy game called Influence Eth, which is going to be launching on the 27th of June. It's going to be super amazing. It's an experience where you get to go into an asteroid belt, like collect some material and build your own like factories and all of that, like super cool and very well designed. So these would be like my top recommendations.
Being a board game nerd, I think I will definitely try these out. And what are the next big narratives, not just for users who want to come in and play, but for builders who want to actually get started and build these on-chain games?
Yeah, so with Dojo, we are going to have a Dojo Sensei residency program that is going to happen in New York in the month of August and September. The applications are still open, so you can definitely go to our Twitter handles and you will be able to see the applications. Do apply if you're a game developer or an aspiring game developer. It's going to be a 2-month long residency where you're just going to focus on the gaming narrative, build super amazing games, learn about the Dojo stack, and do a lot of cool things. So we definitely invite you to apply, and do let us know if you did. We are happy to give you a shout out on the social media as well.
So that's it for today with on-chain gaming. If there are any games that you have played and want us to play and maybe even talk about, please write that in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Yeah, bye bye.